na 23-0. Yes, I want to talk about the story, the history of betrayals in River State politics. River State over the years, has always been in one crisis or the other. I've always joked among my friends or even sometimes on live radio analysis that they are not fighting because of the people. They are not fighting because of service. But the peculiarity of River State is that every 8 years, there will be issue of betrayal. It is not happening for the first time. In 1999, Sergeant Awuse was a kind of godfather for Peter Odili, Dr. Peter Odili, to come into the politics. He played prominent role. But as soon as Odili got into power, governorship not be your mate. Governorship not be small thing, not be yam. Odili, got his own independence, built his own structure. Of course, there were always issues. He wanted me to do this. I didn't. The bottom line is, he made do with whatever structure that brought him in. He built his own structure, and of course, we all knew how powerful Odili became in River State and even in Nigeria, because in 2007, Odili was so powerful that it was big headache how they were going to stop him from becoming the president. But that story, Odili, Sergeant Awuse, they fell out. In 2007, when Odili was leaving, his speaker, River State House of Assembly, Rotimi, did I say Rotimi? My name says, okay, Rotimi Amechi, Chibuke Amechi, was the speaker for 8 years. And the story has it that Odili groomed him as his successor. Very loyal, very faithful speaker, 8 years. Amechi got to office. Of course, there were issues at the die minute. Odili was going to change his name to Celestine Omeya, and there were issues. Rotimi Amechi went to court. Eventually court made him the candidate, and he won the election without contesting through the ballot. But he became the governor. And as soon as he became the governor, he let go. He fashi, like we say. He abandoned, the structure of course, of Odili, but Odili did not, make him the governor. It was court that made Rotimi Amechi the governor. So it was a very good excuse for him to do away with Peter Odili's structure, and they were at loggerhead throughout. Amechi served his own 8 years. He was speaker for 8 years. Became governor for 8 years. I don't know any other person in Nigeria politics that PDP has so much favored. So he was going to leave too. His chief of staff, WIKE, he picked him, and of course supported him, made him the governor. As soon as WIKE, trust that man, he no get that kind of patience. As soon as he became governor, I was seeing a video of when Madam Patience Jonathan took WIKE to Odili and handed him over to Odili. But brother WIKE, uncle WIKE, papa WIKE, minister WIKE, governor, as soon as he became governor, he became arch enemies. He became arch enemies with Rotimi Amechi, and they were seriously at loggerhead. In fact, there was a time that Amechi was declared persona non grata in his own state. That was how bad it was. So, coming to this, WIKE too picked his own Fubara, that very gentle, the meekest politician Nigeria has ever produced. I think he will compete with Jonathan anyway, but very meek. He could hardly talk. They were dictating for him initially and everything. But as soon as the time came for him to wean himself from the political tutelage of WIKE, there were crises. The president brokered peace. gave him so many conditions that he said he was willing to meet up with, but the story for another day. Fubara now is at loggerhead with WIKE. This story is not new. I don't know why governors want to insist that you must just have a stooge as your successor in that state, because it's not new. No matter who you brought, do you know how much is at stake? In the last 16 months, if I'm not mistaken, in the last 16 months, Fubara will have gotten nothing less than 400 to 420 billion naira as allocation from the federal government. That's a lot of money to preside over, to administer in a state. That is from the federal allocation plus the oil plus the derivatives. But the truth is, if you now consider the internally generated revenue and the likes, so you're talking about maybe something in the range of 500 billion in the last 16 months. My point is, the governors generally are very powerful. I keep telling people, according to the Constitution of Nigeria and the way we play with power in Nigeria, governors are very, very powerful people. In fact, you should not even treat them as normal human beings. They are extremely powerful. That apart, I'm now looking at, I said in the beginning that they are not fighting or quarreling because of the people. They are quarreling because they are determined to have political structure, so that the paraphernalia of office and other things that they enjoy will continue. And so they want to always have this succession plan, just like Asiwaju did in Lagos State. I don't know how Asiwaju has succeeded in doing his own, but he has succeeded, and many states have attempted to emulate the kind of structure he has in Lagos State, that he will be the one to unpick the governor, and they will remain subservient, they will remain loyal to him to the end. So with that kind of money in River State and the kind of nature an average river person has, man, if you have had dealings with them, these are people just like Americans. They are very conscious of where they come from. They are very proud of where they come from, and they will not take nonsense from anybody. I have them as friends. They will not take nonsense from anybody. So if you have made somebody like that so powerful and be the governor, if he's going to remain your stooge, for heaven's sake, you should not be overbearing. That's just the point. So I'm disappointed that WIKE thought he can bring anybody, no matter how stupid that person is. When he gets to office, there will be some people that will begin to teach him. And of course, there is something in that River State government house that will always encourage them to go against their godfather. So, brother WIKE, Egbon WIKE, Uncle WIKE, sorry, Fubara has graduated. I knew he was going to win the election when there was a bomb blast overnight at the APC secretariat. I said, that is this, that is their trademark. Once they warn you that, look, I'm no longer brother Fubara, I'm now Governor Fubara, I knew that he was going to clear everything. And the way he spoke and addressed the IGP, I knew that this man ought his sign, like we say. Well, are they doing it because of us, or they are doing it because of themselves? That is a story for another day.